What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 18, and we start today's episode off with a squad report here and also a look at the full league table. Reminder, squad reports are shown at the start of every single in-game calendar month, and of course we are now into February 2015, and in the last episode you saw us end the transfer window with deadline day, one of the most uneventful deadline days you'll ever see on YouTube. This is the squad we got now until the end of the season. We can't make any changes. We can bring a couple of players back on loan if we want, but that's it. We can't sell any players, can't buy any players. Now we are out of the January transfer window, and I gotta say I'm pleased with the business we did in January. You know, we sold on a couple of players who I wasn't too keen on in Pocognoli and Samaras, and we loaned out a couple of young players who we hope can get some good development at other clubs such as Jason Davidson, the left back, and we also signed, you know, Bellerin, Bigaramana and Bentalev for 75 grand, which was a bit of a bargain really. And as you can see by the league table, with 16 games to go in the league, we are in 8th place with 34 points. We've had 9 wins, 7 draws and 6 defeats, and I gotta say I'm really pleased with how the season's gone so far. Of course, still 16 games to go and 16 tough games to go, but you know, I think we've done really well of the first half of the season. The few games after, I think we've done really well, and I said, I think it was 2 episodes ago now, if we finish in the top half, you know, it doesn't matter where exactly, but in the top half I'll be very pleased with our first season in this career mode, because, you know, again, the media told us that they think we'll finish 18th, and I thought that was ridiculous. I thought it was so harsh, and as you've seen, we performed way above expectations. But even so, you know, although 18th was a harsh prediction, I didn't think we'd finish anywhere near 8th place. So if we can hold on to this finish come the end of the season, I'll be very pleased. But still, we take on Burnley for the first game of today's episode here as we travel to Turf Moor. Burnley, of course, the newly promoted side. They're in 19th, and on the game they're performing just like in real life. They've been very poor. They're actually quite unfortunate when they took us on at the Hawthorns in one of our first games of the season. We won that game by a goal to nil, a very fluky goal which Lescott scored when he headed the ball onto the bar, and it was Ross Wallace, I do believe, who accidentally headed it backwards past Tom Heaton into his own goal, and we only won it by a goal to nil. Burnley were quite threatening. Sam Vokes in particular played quite well. So coming to Burnley, despite them being quite poor so far this season, sitting in the relegation zone in 19th place, I still have to be wary of their threat. They're not too bad of a side, and they could cause some problems here, especially as we are away from home. And it was indeed Sam Vokes who went very close for Burnley in the 10th minute there, got played forward and really should have hit the target. And, you know, as I said, he was a danger man for Burnley in the first game. It looks as though it's going to be the same case here, but thankfully he missed his chance and it was still 0-0. However, in the 13th minute, Taylor collects the ball for Burnley, crosses the ball in, and it's Lukas Jukovic who gets the goal and puts it past Ben Foster. That was a brilliant ball into the centre, and Jukovic had a free header. He was unmarked, he was always going to score, and 13 minutes in and Burnley have the lead in this game. So as I said, they were quite unlucky at the Hawthorns, and despite their poor season, they do possess some decent threat. However, in the 40th minute, Saido Berahino gets played forward here, just about holds off Shackle, but as I almost messed this chance up here, I got it back with Berahino, turned the last man and did blast it underneath the legs, through the legs of Tom Heaton, the goalkeeper, and that was really fortunate with Berahino there. I thought I completely messed it up as I couldn't escape the shackles of Shackle. Get it? Okay, there you go, that's a terrible joke. I couldn't escape the shackles of Shackle, but I got the ball back and just about turned him and put it through the legs of Tom Heaton there. So I didn't deserve to score after that terrible joke, but still, Berahino does score and make it Burnley 1, West Brom 1. So very pleased to be back on level terms in this game. Got a bit fortunate, but just about managed to squeeze it in, and it's 1-1 here. And in the 53rd minute, another great chance for Berahino. Goes forward here and shoots, but it hits the post, and Burnley get the ball away. So Berahino looking very dangerous for us, but it was still 1-1. And with 16 minutes to go, Burnley came through again. Jones collects the ball and finds Michael Kitely. Kitely collects the ball, turns his man, plays it back inside towards Jones, who strikes it from range, and it goes just wide of Ben Foster's goal and out for a goal kick. So still 1-1, and a couple minutes later, another great chance for Burnley. It's Marvin Sordell down his right hand side who takes on Jolie and Lescott. Brilliant opportunity here as he plays the ball inside. It's headed on, but again Ben Foster makes a really good save and keeps it at 1-1. And with 6 minutes to go, a really good chance for us here on the break as Foster launches a throw forward. We flick it on, Brownaday collects it, slides it out wide towards Chris Brunt, who spots the run of Danny Ings. It's not dealt with by Burnley, it comes to Brownaday, and for the second time we strike that post and Burnley clear the ball away. So twice in the second half we'd hit the woodwork and we just couldn't seem to find a winning goal. But in stoppage time, as Burnley pushed too many bodies forward, Brownaday slides the ball forward towards Danny Ings. The former Burnley man is running clear, one-on-one, 2-1, and well, we all knew it was going to happen. It was always going to happen. Danny Ings, the former Burnley striker, comes off the bench and smashes the ball past Tom Heaton to make it Burnley 1, West Bromwich Albion 2. So as you can see in the bottom left, I brought the guy off the bench, and you know, we knew it was going to happen. You know, we really did. Every single fan inside that stadium knew if Danny Ings got a chance, he'd take it. He scores against his former club, makes it Burnley 1, West Brom 2. And I guess you just got to sit there and say, you know, with Burnley struggling in 19th place, you know, had they not sold Danny Ings, you know, one of the problems in the games we played against Burnley this year have been they haven't taken their chances. You know, we won the game at the Hawthorns by a goal to nil. We're going to win this game by 2-1, which we do because the referee blows for full time straight from kickoff. You know, they got so many opportunities, but they just didn't take them. And had they had a player like Danny Ings in their squad, maybe, just maybe, he would have taken those chances to keep them up this year. And instead, as Michael Kitely, the kit man's going to get in some trouble. They missed a Y off the back of his shirt there, which is kind of funny. But yeah, had Danny Ings been in that Burnley squad, maybe, just maybe, he would have taken those chances, which those Burnley players missed in these two games and in some other games, clearly in this league, in this division. Otherwise, they wouldn't be sitting in 19th place. They could keep themselves up. Instead, they gave us Danny Ings for just 250 grand plus Graham Dorrans, who was ineffective in that game. He was basically useless, our former midfielder. You know, it goes to show you've got to keep your key players when you get up to the Premier League, you know, and Burnley failed to do that, and that could prove to be their downfall. So very pleased that Danny Ings scored against his former club, makes it 2-1, and we did indeed win that game. So another good 3 points for us there. As you can see, we're now up to 7th place, and it's been a fantastic season, it really has. And you know, I still believe that finishing in those places, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, you know, is not unrealistic. You know, I still believe we can hold on to those places, but it is going to be difficult for us to stay in this top half. But if we can do that, if we can stay, you know, between the places of 7th and 10th come the end of the season, I mean, that would just be an amazing achievement for us on our debut season of career mode. But still, we've got a long way to go. 15 games left in the season and a lot of difficult teams to face, and one of those is Swansea. But they have actually been struggling this year. Swansea sitting in 17th place, which is a real surprise because they've got some very good players in obviously Wilfred Bonney and Gylfi Sigurdsson on the bench in this game, Gomes as well, Shelvey and Britton, good midfielders. Nathan Dyer's not a bad winger as well. Very decent side, Swansea, but they are struggling this year, and the first chance would fall to the Welsh side too in the 25th minute as Leon Britton collects the ball here down this left hand side. And well, I've got to be honest, I got really frustrated about this goal because Gomes scored and Swansea took the lead in this game, so the lads from Wales could celebrate. But Gomes scored, he slid in and put it past Ben Foster. But I need to ask Callum Chambers the question, you know, what on earth are you doing? Because he seemed to get, you know, past Leon Britton and get goal side of him, and he just sort of somersaulted for no reason, so I couldn't clear the ball, and Gomes just stole in and made it 1-0 to Swansea here. So very frustrating to go a goal down early on, but I don't really know what Callum Chambers is doing, and it was West Brom 0, Swansea 1. But in the 30th minute, on the stroke of the half an hour mark, Patrick Roberts would indeed level the scoring for us. The former Fulham man gets his second goal in the Barclays Premier League this season. He scored his first Premier League goal away at Stamford Bridge in the 1-0 victory at Chelsea, and he scores his second goal here to make it 1 apiece. Rounded Romando with the fake shot and just put it into the empty net to make it 1-1. So good finish by Roberts, and we're back on level terms. And in the 37th minute, Brown Day wins us the ball here, slides it through towards Danny Ings. Swansea don't really deal with it. It comes back to Brown Day. He shoots, but what a save that is by Romando. Turns it behind for a corner, really good save, and it's still 1-1. And in the 42nd minute, Swansea come forward again. Montero down this left hand side takes on Claudio Jacob, crosses the ball into the centre. We get the ball away, but it's not fully dealt with. John Joe Shelby heads it inside, Popov offloads it towards Nathan Dyer, and Dyer makes it West Brom 1, Swansea 2. So the Welsh side back in front in this game. Very poor defending by me, but a simple finish. Simple finish for Dyer there after a good pick out by Popov. And unfortunately for us, Swansea are back in front in this game at the Hawthorns. And I've said, you know, we've conceded way too many goals this season. Next year we really do need to focus on defence in the transfer market, and we've got Zambrano coming in on a free next year, which would be good for us. But again, Swansea just kept on opening us up in this game, and Leon Britton could have made it 3-1 there, but it was a good save by Ben Foster, and we managed to get the ball away eventually as Nathan Dyer collects the ball, gives it inside, and Shelby's shot goes wide. But it was 2-1, and you know, after such a good result against Burnley, I thought we'd follow it up here with another 3 points, and instead we were struggling so much, and Swansea looked as though they were going to score with every single attack, and Ben Foster makes a really good save here to keep it at 2-1. But one of the last chances of the game would fall to us with 8 minutes to go. Claudio Jacob finds Berahino, he finds Victor Anichebe. Really good chance for us to score a late equalising goal. Sessignon plays the ball forward towards Berahino. Great chance here, but it's a fantastic stop by Romando on the 1-on-1, and Swansea get the ball away. So 2-1 the final score. Disappointing to lose at home to Swansea after that good win against Burnley, but unfortunately that sums up our season really. It's been very inconsistent, and that's just how it's been. But as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.